Hey everyone, so I know it's been a while since I made a video and I have a little explaining to do. So there's a reason for that, and the reason is I sold the IS250. You know, in the earlier videos, you know, in like I think maybe the Camry video a couple years back, you know, I said I didn't know if I was gonna get, you know, a Lexus or if I was gonna get something bigger or Toyota or anything. I eventually did get the IS250. My IS250 was a 2011 all-wheel drive. When I sold it, it had 60,000 miles. I traded it in at a dealership, McGrath Lexus of Chicago. And I saw, you know, the reason why I did it, I saw that they had a 2012 GX460. Now, I was loosely in the market for an SUV. I knew I wanted either the Toyota 4Runner or a GX460. Now, in the Chicago market, a similarly priced 4Runner was pretty similar to a GX460, you know, so the prices were pretty comparable. The GX460, this is a 2012, has 78,000 miles. It was listed at $22,000. I mean, it actually was one of the lowest in the area. So, you know, I went in, pulled the trigger, and that was it. So here I am. I just wanted to show you guys a quick video of the GX460. One of the reasons was why I went with the GX was, like I said, the prices are pretty comparable from GX to 4Runner. GX obviously has a little bit of a nicer interior. It's not as off-road oriented. However, you know, it's also got the V8. Gas mileage actually isn't too bad. The IS250 I was getting on average about 23 miles per gallon, city and highway. The IS, you know, I drove it, you know, heavy foot. I always folded it around. I find myself not driving super heavy with the GX, so I'm getting about 19 miles per gallon, which isn't terrible. It does take premium fuel. And so, you know, the GX460 here in the US, this has been the same. It was introduced originally in 2010. So the GX460 is now on the 2020 model year, and I can tell you not much has changed. The interior for the most part has stayed the same. I think they might have updated the nav, but for the most part, the GX has stayed about the same, and a lot of reviewers, a lot of journalists don't like that because it is outdated, but that didn't steer me away. I'm obviously a Toyota guy. I love Toyota products. My whole family drives Toyota products. I mean, my first car was a Toyota Camry. My mom had a GX470 for a little while. She now has an RX350. You know, my dad has had a Sequoia, so we're very familiar with Toyota products, and we love them no matter how outdated they are. But the GX460, again, is on its 2020 model year, and not much has changed since the introduction in 2010. A couple different changes. This is a base model, and so no wood grain steering wheel, and I think the air suspension, that's also another one. So just to show you guys a quick walk around. 2012 GX460, exterior is black. This is a base model. I have the lighter colored interior. I believe it is leather, and it's not the new Lux that they use for the base model in the newer 460s. I do have navigation. I think the GX460s all came with them. I have cooled seats as well, or ventilated seats. This is standard again for base models. Downhill assist control, DAC, full-time all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, whatever. I don't remember the correct terminology, but full-time. All GX460s, I believe, came standard with the third row as well. This is obviously based off of the Land Cruiser Prado, which overseas, and so Land Cruiser platform. One quirky thing is all GX460s from 2010 to 2013, I believe, have powered third row as standard. They took that away for the base model in the newer models. So, you know, those you can just put them down this way. I've only had this for about maybe about a month, so I haven't had it for too long yet. I've only put on about maybe 500 miles, not even, so it is still really new to me, at least. But again, I've really loved this thing so far in the time that I've owned it. I mean, definitely more features, I guess about the same as my IS250, except for the tilt and telescope steering wheel, which I actually turned off. So the GX460 has what they call easy access, where when you turn off the car, the steering wheel tilts away and the seat moves back for you to get in and out of your car easier. I've heard rumors of possibly that could fail down the line when the motors get worn out. I didn't want to deal with that. I found that it wasn't a feature that I'm extremely obsessed with, so I did have the dealer turn off the tilt-away steering wheel. They had to do it through TechStream. The seats you can actually do inside of the settings on the nav screen there. So I did have those two features turned off. Other than that, this thing has been, it's only been 1,000 miles, but maybe even less than that actually, but I haven't driven it for that long yet, but it's been great. 78,000 miles, almost 79,000 miles now. It's been reliable. This does, one of the main issues that most GX460s have, the 4.6 liter, I think the UR engine series family is used in a couple different Toyota products. I believe the base model Tundra also has this 4.6. It is known as a reliable engine typically with Toyota as well, so that's no worries there. It is normal to have the timing cover leak or at least seep a little bit of oil, so it sounds like that does happen. This one does not have that issue. I did get it checked, and also the secondary air injection pump is also known to fail. I think there's two issues there. The foam that they used for the filter gets sucked into the pump, and then that destroys the pump. And I also think the pump has some kind of premature failure and moisture gets in, and that happens as well. So two issues there. I believe it is covered under Lexus as a recall or campaign. This one had that replaced 20,000 miles ago, so I'm not too worried there. There is a mod that other GX owners typically do where they will put a uni filter on the outside of it and just remove the foam completely. I might do that, I might not. There's also a bypass that is made for GXs from, I think it's Hewitt Industries or Hewitt. Either way, it's something that, I'm not too worried about. It can put the truck in limp mode when it happens. However, I think there's a workaround to that. So when I cross that line, I will get there. I'm very excited about this though. I love this, I've always loved my mom's 470, and when she got rid of it, I knew I had to get into one eventually. I didn't want something that most people get, so most people will get, when they're shopping for an SUV, there's the crossovers. So if I wanted to stick with the Toyota family on the smaller side, there's the Toyota RAV4, the Lexus NX, maybe even the CHR, the UX, and a little bit on the larger side, there's obviously the RX 350, RX 350L, just the RX series family, as well as the Highlander. And so I didn't want anything that was unibody. I wanted something that was different and that was a real truck. And so that kind of led me to the Toyota 4Runner, the Toyota Sequoia, the Toyota Land Cruiser, the GX460, maybe a later model 470, and the LX. Now, the Sequoia was really big. The Land Cruiser would have been cool to have. It is a little bit bigger as well, but a little bit out of my price range, so that left me with the 4Runner. On the Lexus side, I really only had the LX, and the LX definitely was a lot more expensive in the area that I'm in the Chicago market, so that left me with the GX. It was pretty hard to find a clean, low mileage 470, and so I really was stuck with the 460, which is completely fine with me, more features. On my search, like I said, I wanted a full-time truck. Comparable 4Runners were similarly priced to 460s, so I thought, why not, get the Lexus family, be part of the Land Cruiser family, and jump into the 460. So it's been great so far. I'm excited to make more videos with this. I don't know if I have any mods planned. I don't know if I have any maintenance stuff planned or any DIYs, which probably will happen. The only issue I currently have with this vehicle is the barn door. For some reason, the latch seems to get sticky. It seems like when the weather gets hot, it gets sticky in there. I've tried greasing the hatch or the handle, and it seems to kind of help for a little bit, but I think I'm gonna have to take it apart and take a look at what's going on in there. It seems to be a common issue that happens, so I will definitely post a video when I do that. But I do just want to say I'm excited to make videos with the GX. Thank you guys again for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you have any questions. I did a ton of research before I jumped into a 4Runner or the GX, so if you have any questions, definitely let me know. I'm excited to see what we have in store for the GX, and I think there's a lot that we can learn, and there'll be a lot of good videos on this. So again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day.